Peace. Again. Welcome back, traveler. It is I, Father Elric. Tonight, I will tell you of a village, not far from the one where I grew old. A place so small, so quiet, that it forgot Rome ever existed. This is the village that forgot the empire. In the village of Eldwick there stood a tall stone column, smooth, carved with letters no one could read. The children used it as a place to tie goats. But once, long ago, it held the statue of a Roman general. Time wore the face away, and now the villagers call it the Goat Stone. That is how forgetting begins. The road that led to Eldwick was once perfect Roman stone, but seasons passed. Rain, hooves, roots cracked it open. By my time, it was no longer a road, just a muddy path. I remember young Karis asking me why the stones beneath the dirt felt so smooth. I told her they were older than we were. She nodded, but never asked again. Outside, Eldwick stood a marble ruin. It had once been a temple. Now, it was a barn. Roof patched with straw. Chickens where priests once prayed. I remember watching the villagers store grain beneath a faded fresco. No one knew what it meant. A story from before the winter, they would say, and leave it at that. Latin was the language of Rome, the tongue of scholars, merchants, law. But in Eldwick, no one spoke it. The priest barely muttered it at Mass. Even I, Father Elric, read it more by memory than meaning. The village spoke in thick, old sounds, words that curled like smoke and carried nothing from the empire. One winter, a fire struck the old stone granary. Inside it, they found a box, full of scrolls, wax tablets, coins. They burned it for warmth. And just like that, the village lost its last touch with Rome, not from malice, but from hunger and forgetting. You see, dear one, forgetting is not loud. It is quiet, gentle. One story not told, one word no longer said. And soon, the greatest empire the world had ever known becomes a goat stone. Sleep now, in peace, and remember what we still can. Good night from your friend, Father Elric.